Hey guys, it's Jake here at Canadian Cutting Edge with Bandit, the awesome dog. I just got back from the dentist, got my first golden crown. I have a porcelain crown on this side, a golden crown on this side. Nothing like the porcelain throne, don't get mixed up here. But yeah, I got a crown put in, and I've got an unboxing video for you today. A package that arrived from TSPROF, some good things in there I'm expecting. And also, if you like sharpening systems, especially if you live in the continental United States, have I got a deal for you. So keep watching. Now, before I start opening this box, let me talk about the deal. There's somebody who contacted me. A friend of his passed on, and he passed on, this autumn, this fall, and he had ordered a K02 standard kit from TSPROF sharpening system before he passed. And now this gentleman named Rich, and there's a guy named Rich who emailed me. He's taking care of this man's estate. And so he's got this brand new standard K02 system that he's willing to sell to you for a very good price. So let's talk about that first. The standard price for the K02 is $472. Now, TSPROF is having a sale on right now. I think it's what, $50 off, $52 off. You can get it for $420 US from Russia, shipped to you. You have to pay shipping though for that same kit. But if you don't mind getting a package that's already been opened, it's been quality control inspected by Rich. I asked him to open up the package so he could take a picture and show me everything that's inside. So I'll show you a picture of everything that's there, and everything's in there. You can buy this for $295 US from Rich. That includes shipping to anywhere in the continental United States. You can negotiate with him about anything else. If you want super fast shipping overnight or something, you'll have to work out those deals with him. That's standard shipping to the continental United States. So what's included in there? Just take a look at these pictures and then check out the website. Links down below, and the link address is also on the screen here that you can check out and see exactly what is in the standard K02 system. Also, at the very end of this video, right up in that corner, there'll be a link to my review of the K02 standard system. So you can take a good look and know exactly what you're getting. Now, TSPROF is always innovating. They're always making all kinds of accessories. It's one of the best things about the systems that they make. They're now up to the K03 system, which is a little more high-end, a little more features, but the K02 is all that anybody really needs. But hey, there's always more that people want, right? That's why Rolls Royces exist, and Ferraris, and Bugattis, and all kinds of things exist because people always want more than they need. So there's some accessories. So I'm going to open up this package here. Got my Buck 102 here. I like that knife an awful lot, and you'll be seeing a review of this pretty soon. And let's open up this package and see what accessories they sent to me. Put the knife aside. Here's a list of what's in here. Hey, and I even got a sticker. That's the first sticker I've got from them. That's kind of cool. More paper, just take up space. I have to open up each one because you never know. Aha! There's a rod here. What are we going to do with a rod? Pull the table close by here. More paper. Aha! There's this. They've got a convex sharpening kit. I think they call it the lens kit. And that's what this is part of. This is aluminum. And you can get the kit with 3 different angles. So not just one angle. So the a convex edge is a lot of knives. If this is the cutting edge right here and the blade is, you know, here's a knife and it's sitting like this. You've got a V at the very cutting edge like that. A convex edge is sort of rounded and then it's got a sharp edge. Very, very durable. Very good choice for outdoors, fixed blade kind of knives. Some guys even do it for their kitchen knives. It's a very, very durable edge and yet still very sharp. And this, you've got 3 different radiuses that it'll, you know, put that little convex edge to. So that's a system that I'm going to assemble and use. And the way it works is you screw it together using these rods. And there's another part to it somewhere. Let's see, maybe it's in here. Nope, that's something else. Maybe it's in here. Nope, that's something else. Maybe it's in here. I've got some more screws they sent me. Thanks, guys. Nope, this is something else too. This is something, oh yes. There's a brand new thing that they're making that they sent to me, and I'll have to look up the name for this. Oh, okay, back to this. The reason I don't have everything here is I have to use some of the existing hardware to make that convex shape. But that's what this is for, so I can do some convex grinding. So we're going to see, I'll make a video just about that. And what do we have in here? Here we have, the filleting kit. This is for sharpening filleting knives. So basically, knives that are very narrow this way and very thin, they're really hard to clamp because when you put the clamp on it, some of the traditional clamps, you put the clamp on the knife and you go to sharpen it and your grinding stone ends up rubbing right on the clamp. So this is designed so that it won't run on the clamp. So that's why it's made extra special, narrow and thin. So that's what these are for. So we'll be reviewing those. And let's take a look here. What do we have in this package? Oh, this is beautiful. This is their newer aluminum clamp system. So this is a one-piece billet aluminum, and it's milled out, and then you just use one screw here to tighten it on and clamp it in place. It's supposed to be more durable, and it's more simple to use. So we'll be testing this and doing that. And it comes with an Allen key. And here, they sent me a bunch of aluminum strips. This is for the boride stones. I'll show you. I'll be right back. Don't run away. For these boride abrasive stones that you can get from TSPROF, you get these narrow stones, which are actually very useful for doing recurve blades and for doing like really tiny knives. You know, I like to do tiny knives. I got these, you know, these really little knives that I wear on my neck sometimes. Sharpening this with a big, you know, stone is a little bit more difficult, but on it with a narrower stone, you know, it makes it more easy to do it. But this small, it gets fragile, so you can epoxy those two together or use some other kind of adhesive and put them together, and that makes it much more durable, and it just clamps into the system better. So that's what those are for. And what we also have is this. Now, I'm going to look up the name of it and put that across the screen. I don't know if they're displaying this on their website yet or not. But, it's a, wow, that's fancy. Okay, that tightens up like that. Okay, I see that. It's a very special clamping system to clamp all kinds of things, like I think it's for chisels and for other attachments as well. I'll give you some close-up pictures of this. I'll give you some pictures of this on my sharpening system so that you can take a look at what it's like. And I'm going to make an entire video just on this device here, and we're going to test it out. And wow, I'm just looking at the quality of milling that they did here. This is a well-made piece, very well thought out, and from pieces of aluminum, and it's milled out and it's made quite well. So there you go. Those are all the things that we've got from TSPROF. If you want to get a system and the one that Rich is selling on is already gone, you can always go to TSPROF. They used to have, like if I'm their web page, it used to be up in the top right hand corner. There was a little Russian flag, a tiny one that you would click on, and it would pull down, and you could click on the United Kingdom flag, the British flag, and that would change it to English. Now they put it on this side, so in the upper left hand corner. So if you go to tsprof.com, and then you got to change it to English right there if your browser doesn't automatically translate to English. And then you can check out their systems. So I'm really looking forward, especially to this convex lens kit, to the filleting knives kit to do really tiny knives and filleting knives. And I'll be gluing up these, and this clamp system, I'll be testing it out, and I think it's going to be very useful, very easy, a little bit quicker. And this system right here. So thank you very much to TSPROF for sending me stuff to show to you guys. If money isn't the main thing, if you just want a very top of the line, good quality system that has loads of accessories that can do more than any other sharpening system that I know of, all in one big system, the TSPROF is it. There just isn't a better system. Now, there's other systems that are great. I really like the Hapstone system. I like the Tormek system if you want something that's motorized. They're not going to send me one to review because they're like $600, $700, $800, over $1,000 here in Canada for some of them. So they're not going to send me one to review, but I'd like to have that. All the way down to the very simple little Lansky system, which my son-in-law prefers. He loves that tiny little thing. I've used it too, and it works very, very well. So you've got everything from $40, $50 in the United States, it's closer to $30 for that little Lansky system for a guided sharpening system, all the way up to thousands of dollars. The TSPROF K02 or K03 now, if you can afford the K03, I suggest that you get that one. You're looking at $500, $600, $700. Depends on if you're Canadian or US dollars, whatever you're talking, and depends on which accessories you get. So many options out there. It's hard to decide what to get, which one's best for you. The questions that you need to ask yourself is, how many knives am I going to be sharpening? So if you're going to be sharpening, if you have in your possession, 20, 30, 40, 50 knives, you don't need a top-of-the-line system because you're going to be sharpening maybe 1 or 2 knives a week, 3 or 4 or 5 knives a month, and that's about it. You're just not going to make other knives dull that quick unless you are a dedicated person, outdoors person who's constantly using your knife, or just constantly chopping things up. You might need to do it more often. But if you've got a whole bunch of knives, or perhaps you want to get into sharpening knives for other people, something like if you just want to sharpen knives for good production sharpening, so that it's going to cut well, but it's not necessarily going to have a nice mirror edge, then you're going to buy something like the Tormek motorized system. You sharpen a knife, send it out the door. If you want to get a mirror edge and you want to get it for any size knife, maybe you're going to want to get the TSPROF system. If you're just a regular Joe but you want to spend a little bit more money, maybe you're going to get the V7 for the Hapstone. The Hapstone branded the V7, or the new M2 for $150. So many choices out there. I can't really tell you which one to get, but what I suggest is get what you can afford and get the best that you can afford. That rule of thumb applies for sharpening systems, and it applies for knives as well. Unless you're just a general hobbyist and you just want to get a whole bunch of certain kinds of knife. Say you're into tiny little knives. Well, you're not just going to get the best you can afford. You're going to get all kinds of tiny knives. So it really depends on what you want. I get these kind of questions in my email box all the time. Which sharpening system is right for me? And then I have to ask them all kinds of questions and respond back. And then in the end, I have to say, I don't know what's best for you. It's really up to you. So the rule of thumb basically is get the best that you can afford, especially for something like for doing maintenance. This is the same as what it goes for tools for maintaining your vehicle, tools for maintaining your home. Things like that. You don't want the tool to break halfway through a job, and then you have to, especially on a weekend, and you can't get a replacement tool, and now your furnace is down and it's minus 20 outside, and then you got to call a professional. You don't want your tools going down when you really need them. Get the best you can afford. I think TSPROF is one of the very good systems if you can afford them. So thanks for watching my little video, and look forward to the Buck 102 video coming out very soon to someone like you. Maybe exactly you. Bye for now.